I was feeling some heartbreak at how poorly I've treated myself for the past few years, and I was openly crying on this bench outside the subway entrance. And someone stopped me, put a hand on my shoulder, and asked me for $2. This place is a fucking fever dream. I watched someone on the bus take 3 layers of clothing off, eat a banana, and put the 3 layers of clothing immediately back on. My friend and I were leaving a stand-up comedy show, and as we're walking out, we see one of the comedians talking to a group of people. He hands one of the people in the group a business card and then walks away. That dude then turns to me and says, "But what if I eat it?" And then ate the business card, and then turned and started talking to his friends again. I once walked by a line of people standing outside this black tie event at the MoMA. I asked the woman in front, who are you waiting for? And she turned to me without missing a beat, and she said, "Someone. Anyone. I'm just waiting for something to happen." And I think about her once a week. Going home on the subway, and this very cute girl, I think is maybe non-verbally flirting with me, but I'm not really sure, and I'm very high at the time. I choose to ignore it. This goes on for 3 or 4 stops. Right when she gets off, the person standing next to me very loudly goes, "So this is what it must be like to be a white man. Throw it at you and you do nothing." Halloween night, I'm leaving my friend's apartment. They live near the shelter in Bed-Stuy. Waiting at the bus stop, this shirtless dude walks up to me and he goes, "Hey man, can you count how many push-ups I can do?" Naturally, I oblige. He gets down, he starts doing push-ups. The form is terrible. It seems like he hasn't done a push-up in a while. It was a strange question to do if you weren't in shape to do it. He did maybe 4 or 5, and then he was like, "How did I do?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, you did something." And then the bus arrived, and I got on and never saw him again. Heading home from Manhattan at 2 a.m. one night. It's just me and this one other guy on the subway car. After I get on and sit down, he looks both ways, and then takes off his shoe, sniffs it, goes, "Ah," and then puts it back on and sits in silence for the remaining 10 minutes that we're both on the train. My neighborhood has this community fridge where you can put extra food that you have, leftovers, whatever. I was leaving Brooklyn for the holidays and I had some extra Hello Fresh meals, so I decided to load those in there. And this guy walks up to me and he's like, "Hey, you putting in turkey for the holidays?" And I was like, "Oh man, no, sorry, I got this beef dish and I got this chicken Alfredo thing." And he goes, "Man, you don't got any turkey? What the fuck is wrong with you?" And he walked away. So that was cool.